What if I told you that in the heart of West Africa, a young man with fierce determination and revolutionary courage has shaken the very roots of colonial influence? A man who defied tradition, rose through military ranks, and stood up to global powers. This is the story of Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso. Today, we imagine what it would be like to meet him. What would he say? What does he represent? And why is he becoming one of the most talked about leaders in Africa? His rise to power. Ibrahim Traoré didn't come from a political dynasty. He was born in 1988 in Bondakwi, a modest town in Burkina Faso. Like many Africans of his generation, he grew up amidst economic struggle, foreign dependency, and political instability. But instead of fleeing or accepting the status quo, he chose to serve his nation through the military. After years of service, witnessing corruption and betrayal from within, Traoré led a bold military coup in September 2022, becoming the world's youngest head of state at just 34. His message was clear: Burkina Faso belongs to its people, not to foreign powers. The people cheered. Many saw him as the rebirth of Thomas Sankara. Anti-colonial stance. Imagine sitting across from President Traoré. You'd see intensity in his eyes, a fire that refuses to die. He speaks about sovereignty, dignity, and Africa's need to break free from neo-colonial chains. Under his leadership, French troops were ordered out of the country. Western media called it radical. But for many Africans, it was necessary. He strengthened alliances with fellow African nations and began dreaming loudly of a united, independent Africa, free from Western dictates. He once said, "We are not anti-France. We are pro-African." That phrase alone captured his entire philosophy. Security, resources and vision. Burkina Faso, like many Sahel countries, has suffered years of jihadist violence. But Traoré didn't seek Western peacekeeping forces. Instead, he rallied local volunteers, empowered communities, and reinforced military action. But his vision goes beyond borders. He dreams of an African Union that is truly united, not just on paper, but in economy, defense, and dignity. His meetings with Mali and Niger are steps toward creating a confederation of Sahel nations, a bloc that may one day become the foundation of the United States of Africa. Traoré's speeches don't beg for aid. They demand respect. And the youth? They're listening. They chant his name in the streets. They wear his face on shirts. He has become a symbol of a new African resistance. Critics and global pressure. But not everyone applauds. Western analysts question his methods. Sanctions loom. International organizations criticize his human rights record. When asked about international disapproval, Traoré calmly responds, "We will not trade dignity for aid." In his world, Africa must define its path, even if it means facing global pressure. It's not just about politics. It's about reclaiming identity, telling African stories with African voices, and rebuilding nations that were broken by centuries of exploitation. If you met Ibrahim Traoré, you wouldn't find a traditional politician. You'd meet a soldier with a revolutionary soul. He might ask you, "What are you doing for Africa?" He would challenge you to dream boldly. To resist silently watching from the sidelines. To believe that Africa's future is not something we wait for, it's something we fight for. In his presence, you'd feel like you're meeting a man shaped by history, but determined to reshape it. Whether you agree with his politics or not, one thing is clear: Ibrahim Traoré is not just leading a country, he's leading a movement. And the world is watching. Subscribe to Africa Rising as we continue to follow his journey, uncover African truths, and share stories that deserve the world's attention. The revolution will be televised.